Okay, understanding over the top. I think everybody knows they have this term over the top. You don't want to hit this big slice, but how do you undo that, or how do you rethink your swing to take that out of your swing? So I think this is a useful exercise. If you think of the golf swing as having two components that are happening at the same time, two directions of motion. So there's a obviously this horizontal motion or rotational motion, whichever you want to call it, but through the ball, a relatively horizontal motion. And then there's a component that goes up. So there's a vertical motion. So if you think about the swing, if I separate out the motions and I did the up first, and then I went there, and there I am at the top of my swing. So the flaw that a lot of people have is they unwind those two motions in the wrong order. And so what I mean by that is if I get to the top of my swing and I unwind my rotational motion, I find myself here, and that's over the top. So I unwind the rotation. The only way now to get down to the ball is that way with a path that's going that way. So that's the recipe for pulling the ball, slicing the ball. So I think what people struggle with is you have to have something to do in every part of the swing. So trying to not do that doesn't get you anywhere. So what you need to do, what you need to learn to do, is you get to the top of your swing, unwind the vertical motion first. And I'm doing this in a bit of an extreme way, but when you get to speed, it's okay to do this in a practice swing. So I'm at the top, unwind the vertical, then unwind the horizontal. And you can see why that's so much better right now. Your path through the ball is much more lateral, right? Rather than chopping down. So the extreme version is unwind the horizontal, unwind the vertical, and the opposite extreme, which you can't really do too much of this. Unwind that, and then unwind that. So give yourself that feeling. Go to the top, unwind the vertical, unwind the horizontal. That's the order you want to go in. So now I'll demonstrate it, and it'll smooth out and it'll be less visible, but I'm still feeling it. So work on that. You can do it, especially in your practice swing. You know, you see Mo Norman demonstrate this thing and it looks goofy. What's the master move? He says the vertical drop and the horizontal tug. And it looks odd, but try to do it as extreme a way as you can. Practice that move, vertical drop, and it's drop. You're not pulling the club down, you're dropping down, and horizontal tug, pulling motion through the ball. So try that sequence and sort it out, like make it as extremely separated as you can, because when you get to speed it will start to blend and it will be perfect. But you really need to initiate that down move first, and then the horizontal.